What's up, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Money. I was down here at my property. I have some property out in the country that I shoot videos on another channel called Rugged Adventures, where I do like outdoor stuff, like shooting guns, riding around on razors and things like that. And the weather just kind of took a turn. It's ended up raining and such, and so this is it's kind of a topic that I've been wanting to cover for a while on this channel. But I really never had enough audience to really push it out there. But recently we've crossed 1,000 subscribers. Heck, we crossed 1,000 subscribers, and then we crossed like 1,500 like a day later. I mean, it's been insane growth for this channel, and I can't thank you guys more than anything. But I want to talk about financial freedom and what that means, because we always say, or I always say on this channel when I ask you guys to subscribe, one of them is grow your wealth. One of them is increase your success, and one of them is to put you on the path to financial freedom. And for a lot of people, that's just like a hypothetical out there. It's not, anything tangible. They're just like, yeah, financial freedom, FIRE movement, investing in stocks and what have you, and having a lot of money. And, a lot of people think of financial freedom as having a ton of money and yachts and luxury vacations, Lamborghinis, and all the stuff that we're trying to achieve through investing in cryptocurrencies. For like, if you're in cryptocurrency for like 36 seconds, then you best be getting off to the Lambo dealer to get your stuff. But when you think about real financial freedom, when you think about what financial freedom means and why I want to be wealthy, why I think a lot of people want to be wealthy, it's not necessarily even for all the money. It is literally for the freedom. And so like financial freedom doesn't even really mean necessarily the financial part. You could take that off and it is just freedom. Because I mean, right now, I'm in the middle of the woods, screwing around, riding around on ATVs. I've been shooting some guns. I plan on shooting some targets down here, putting them on another channel. But it is right now 1:45 on a Wednesday, and I am out doing these things instead of being stuck in an office. And now I do have a job. I'm not financially free yet myself, so I do have a job, but I've taken a job that's afforded me the flexibility to have a lot of time off, and it is like the first step on my path towards financial freedom. Now, obviously, step 2 is getting to the point where I can retire from that job at a relatively young age. And I do have a plan to retire from my line of work at around 41 to 45. And I think at that point in time, I'll have enough assets and enough income coming in from either my retirement account, from perhaps these YouTube channels, especially the one that we're on right now, Everyday Money, because that one is going through monetization approval right now, and I'm hoping for great things from that. From investing in the stock market, and from investing in real estate in both long-term and short-term rentals, such as like Airbnb and similar things to that. And I think that that's one of the biggest things that you're going to need to do to try to create that financial freedom for yourself, is that you need to try to, and this is what I'm doing, I hate telling people what they need to do, but what I am doing is creating multiple streams of income, so that, for one, I'm not working for every single dollar that I bring in, because you and I only have so many hours in a day to trade for income. Everyone has 24 hours a day to trade for income, and no matter what your hourly rate is, even if it's a really high hourly rate, even like $100, $200, $300 an hour, if that was what your rate is, you can still calculate what your maximum amount that you can make every year is. And that is really the limiting factor in a lot of people's plans, is how much money that they can make every single year, because they have to put in so many hours. And even when you put in those hours, you put in overtime hours or whatever, it's not really helping, because you're still trading your time for those hours. And then if you want to get off, if you want to take a vacation, or if you want to take a sick day, an unscheduled vacation day is what some people call them, you're still bound by how many of those that you have, how many of those hours that you can trade for money. And so this is where multiple streams of income come in. And this is where a lot of millionaires have made their millions. Almost every millionaire out there, unless they have just a very high level of income, like a CEO or maybe like a cardiologist or a high income lawyer, have some sort of multiple set of income that they're getting revenue from, be it royalties, be it some sort of patent invention, be it media, like if you have a YouTube channel, like some of the bigger YouTubers, like Demolition Ranch, Whistle and Diesel, Graham Stephan, all the rest. Those guys are making income off of their ad revenue. They're probably making income off of affiliate sales. They're selling merchandise. They're selling courses if they're into that. And so those folks have multiple streams of income that allow them to essentially do whatever they want, you know, whenever they want. Now, what I like to do is I try to get as many passive or at least semi-passive forms of income coming in. And that is very key, because if you just have another side hustle that still takes up hours out of your day, still you have to put in the hours to get the money. Even if it's, again, like when I was cutting grass back when I was a kid, I could do, you know, I shouldn't say when I was a kid, when I was in like my early 20s, I could do $75 to $100 an hour cutting grass, but I had to put that time in for it. Whereas if I make a video like this and I put it on the internet, I put the time into making that video, researching it, filming it, editing it, publishing it, and then it can sit there on YouTube and make income for me from now until YouTube doesn't exist anymore, or, you know, or whatever. But when you say passive income, about the only type of truly passive income that there is like dividend investing. If you invest in a stock for dividends, you put that money in there, you don't do anything, and it makes you money. But if you can get as many semi-passive streams of income or totally passive streams of income, rental property is a big one, because in rental property, not only do you get your main stream of income, the rent, you get another stream of income. It's not necessarily like you're going to get paid this every month, but you get note pay down when you pay your mortgage from the rent that you're getting. You get appreciation in the building. It goes up in value. So if you sell it or you refinance the equity out of it, that you can get that equity and that money out of it. And then you get tax benefits such as depreciation on the building every year. You can write off all your expenses, all your interest expense, all of, you know, any expense that you may have. And these are just some ideas for you all to generate passive income, the way that I have generated passive income, the way I continue to try to generate more streams of passive income that I can put a little bit of time in and get a lot of reward out of. And I don't have to just sit there and put the hours in and continuously try to make more and more money by trading my time for it. Because what I'd rather be doing than trading my time for more money, even at overtime rates, you know, time and a half, or some of you guys, if it's like a holiday, I know a lot of you guys are getting, you know, 2 times, 2.5 times, and you salary guys out there who, you know, they're like, well, I'm not hourly. Well, sure you are. If you work, you know, the standard 2,040 hours a year and you're making $100,000 a year, just rough math, that's $50 an hour. That's what you're making. You're a $50 an hour guy that gets paid $100,000. But the thing is that that's what you get unless you get bonuses or something like that. And so they might ask you to work more because you're on salary, and they know that they can do that for you. But what I would rather be doing versus trading my time for every single dollar that I make, even at overtime rates, I would rather be out here messing around on either out there somewhere on this ATV over here, or I've got all these targets here to shoot, clay pigeon thrower. I would much rather be out here doing this while the dollar signs tick away on my bank account, just coming in from my passive and semi-passive income. If you think about it this way, guys, if you want to make $100,000 a year, all you have to do, and I just did the math on this the other night, and I can't remember exactly what it is, but you need to make about $11.50 every hour, 24 hours a day to make $100,000. I know that that sounds hard to do because even I am not doing that passively yet. But if you can grow your passive income streams to $11.50 an hour, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, except on leap years, 366, you can make $100,000. And if you can do that, then you can make $200,000 or $300,000. If you guys can figure that out, I'm sure that you can continue to scale that. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to get out there and try to build those passive streams of income in order to get your time free so that you can be free to do the things that you want to do. Be sure to subscribe to this video down there to grow your wealth, increase your success, put you on the road to financial freedom. I appreciate you guys watching today, and I will see you on the next one.